Hello everybody, this is Michelle Fox and welcome back to Quick Tip Friday. Today I'm going to be talking to you about things that you can do with recycled gum containers. Honestly, for me, these are just like using my sticky roller in my room. I simply have lots of uses for recycled gum containers, so I'm going to share those with you today. Now, the first thing I want to talk to you about is why I like using these little containers. Number one, of course, it helps prevent all the plastic that ends up in our landfills. And number two, these containers have super good fitting lids. You can hear that seal. And they're just these great little plastic containers. The labels are easy to peel off, so it's easy to begin to use them. Also, I like it because they're clear and you can see through them. For organization, that's always important for me. And then I like them too because they're just easy to toss in my quilt bag or set on my counter or put by my iron. I just think they're convenient. Okay, so let's get started on the uses of these for your quilt bag. Number one is for discarded rotary cutters and pins. I've showed you all this numerous times, but this was my original. This is why I originally began using these, and as you can see, this container's full of pins and rotary cutters. I've been using it for a long time, but it has a long ways to go. I like it for this because you can open the lid and slip in a rotary cutter blade, or you can just open the little lid and toss in a pin. So I use those for my discarded rotary blades and pins, and this helps protect everybody, including those who dispose of your trash, just as a safe way to dispose of sharps. The other use that you've seen me use them for is for my tape measure. Now this one sits by my ironing board, and you can get fancy. You can put a little tape measure on the top or on the side. You can draw on these however you want to do them. But these are just a great way to hold tape measures. And they're circular and they just fit in there really nice. And they just help keep those tape measures contained. The next one I've shown you before in a video, and this is just a sewing machine cleaning kit. I made a couple of different kinds. I'll put a link above for the videos for these. But these are just some of the things you can slip in there. I make these out of pipe cleaners and coffee stir sticks. And I just put in a little thing of oil, some Q-tips, an extra little brush, and a microfiber cloth. And I can just toss this in to my quilt bag, my on-the-go quilt bag, or I can just slip it in my cabinet. I have one of these in my cabinets in a little drawer, so it's easy to find it when I need to clean my sewing machine. Now, I've also shown you this. I made these one year for a quilt retreat. I call these little ouch pouches. Now, these are fun and easy to use for your quilt on-the-go bag or in the glove box of your car, but I just put some wet ones. There's some alcohol prep pads. There's some lens cleaning wipes. There's also a few Band-Aids and some Advil, some Tylenol, and an emery board. But you can slip all kinds of little things in these. You could even put in a little thing of Neosporin if you needed to. So you can just make little ouch pouches with these. And I put a little cross on there indicating that that's for first aid. Another thing that I just thought these would be good for are clips. Now with this gum container, the clips come out in just a narrow thing, or you can pull the whole lid off if you want to. But I I just really like these, and because they seal so good, it's just super easy to toss them in your bag. Now a lot of times I just put these in a Ziploc bag, but I just like them better in these containers. And I just printed off some little picture, a little image of the clip so I would know what's in this one. Now in one of my previous videos, it may have been my last one on quilt retreats, oh no, it was the one on thread tips, I talked about putting thread and full bobbins in a bag for quilt retreats. But look how nice these all fit right in one of these. I just really like using these. These thin ones you can use for notepads, and I thought this would be good because when I put these notepads in my little bags, the corners get all bent up like that right there. They get all bent up, and just putting them in one of these helps keep them neat and helps prevent them from getting damaged. Now, some other things you could put in these, you could put safety pins. You could organize buttons simply because the lid is see-through, and you could look down in there to see what color of button that you have in there. Now this little gum container, I can't remember what kind of gum came in here, is just perfect for holding my sewing machine needles. I could put several different kinds of those in there for when I go on quilt retreats. So this makes a neat little container to hold sewing machine needles. You can also make a little binding kit. I've been wanting to put together a little binding kit, and I thought, well, what a great way to use these. So I printed off a little spool of thread, a little image there, and put binding kit. And look what I put inside. Look what fits in there. A tiny pair of needles, of course my thimble, my binding needles, just a little bobbin full of thread, and of course binding clips. Now this will be easy to slip in my purse or slip in my bag if I just want to work on a quilt when we're just driving down the road when I'm the passenger. Another good use for these, I had some change. I've been finding some change in my room, and I just put some change in there. I thought that was a good little use for that. Plus, I like the way it sounds. Now, if you have some ideas for uses of these gum containers, or if you do use these gum containers, please put in the link below what you think they could be used for or what you're using them for. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Please share with a friend. Leave a comment, and as always, I love to get the comments, and I try to reply to each and every one. So until next time, have fun quilting.